Are you looking to get the best pals in Palworld and struggling to do it all on your own? Well, I've got the most self-sustaining base that you can use to do all your breeding and incubation. Yo guys, what is going on? My name is Wolfinator and I am back with another video here on my channel, and we are doing a Palworld video. I've done a few live streams of this game over the past couple of weeks. I am addicted to this game. It is so good. So in this video, my first ever video on this, we're going to be going through the best, most self-sustaining breeding /incubation base that you can have. I'm just doing a bit of a flyover of it at the moment, just so you can see sort of the layout and what I've got going on. But we'll go into more detail as we go on. And yeah, as you can see at the start of the little intro of this video, I do have some Anubis eggs ready to hatch, so I might treat to that a little later on in the video. So yeah, let's start off with the location of this base. So let me head over to the map. So you're going to be sort of going, I would say it's in the middle of the map, maybe a little bit like north-ish. But the coordinates are -360, -76. We're right on the beach here. It's just left of the Nightwing boss. This whole island here it's very peaceful. There's not much going on here. There's no like wild pals that can like get in your way or anything like that, so everything's pretty safe up here. If I just sort of give you the right guide of getting to here from spawn, so there's spawn here, and just make your way all the way up to here. If you come through this Anubis bit here, just be careful that you might need the heat like resistant armor. But yeah, yeah, so this place has no raids. I need to put that out there. This base gets no raids. It's great. There's no wild pals that will get in your way. The area is nice and flat. As you can see, we're right up against the beach here, and I've got no obstructions in the way in terms of base. But we'll come into Pal 1 a little bit later on in the video. And there's actually a massive temperature swing, which we'll go into a little bit more detail as we go into the video. But this means, just to give you a bit of a hint, that we do not need heaters or coolers for our incubation process of getting the best pals in the game. So yeah, don't worry. I'm going to make this is the most efficient one out there. So let's go into how to do the breeding. So obviously you need a male and female. If we head over to the breeding pen, as you can see, you need one male, one female. And then you also need cake as well. So I have put loads of stacked up cake in here. And now another good thing that's put in the latest update of this game is that if you put cake in the breeding farm, they do no longer expire, which I think is great. Sorry, excuse me. So once you've made all your cakes, don't bother putting them in the freezer. Put them straight into the breeding pen. And yeah, you're all sorted. That's pretty the only manual bit of work you really need to be doing, to be totally honest with you. So yeah, cake is your best friend in this. Let's go through how to make your cakes. Oh my god. So to make your cake, you're going to be looking at 5 different ingredients. You're going to be looking at flour, berries, milk, eggs, and honey. I think the hardest probably one is to get is the honey, but you do only need 2 of it, so it's basically just a matter of getting loads of everything, really. Which, as you can see from the left side of the inventory, you can see I've got loads of everything in abundance. And if I click on here to produce, I can create 27 of them at the moment. I have used loads as of recent, so this goes into the hundreds. But I've done loads of Anubis eggs, so that's why this is pretty low. But if you left this for an hour or two, you'll be flying. So let's just start making them. And this probably gives us away what the first pal is, and it's Jormuntide. So Jormuntide is the only one that has level 4 kindling. And it's all to itself as well, so its primary focus is just making the eggs. It won't get distracted and doing anything else. So yeah, it's the fastest way of making your cakes there. So if we go over to our pal box, I'll let you know what else we've got. So we've also got the watertight Jormuntide as well. This one is, well, I'll go through it in a bit later, but it's just to water all these crops and the mill. Then we've got our chickpeas as well. This is to make the eggs. Just lash them in the ranch and they'll do everything that they need. We've then got the hang-use as well. We've got 3 of them. These are for transport. Now, I know they've only got level 2 transport, but I have tried the one post, the massive panda looking things, and they've got level 4 transport. But they seem to get stuck all the time. They're a bit buggy. So I've got a bit of a smaller pal with the hang-you, and they seem to be a little bit quicker, and they get the job done. So I'm not too bothered about them. But if you think there is someone better that doesn't bug out, then let me know down in the comments. We've then got 4 B grades. These are obviously to make the honey. Now I've probably got a bit overkill having 4 B grades in here, but I find getting honey was a lot harder at the start. So when I made this base, I had extra B grades to get the honey inventory up, because I had a lot of eggs and all that already. We've then got a Ragnhawk. This is probably an odd one. This is just to help out our hang-use with the transport, but it does also have level 3 kindling as well, because I was using it before I had my Jormuntide. So that's why Ragnarok's in here, but I'm sure there's probably a better one out there that I can replace him with. But I'm pretty happy with him. I think he gets the job done, like I say. We then got Layleen. Layleen is like the backbone, I would say, of this whole base. She's got like loads of great stats that we need, which we'll go through in a minute. But as you can see on the right hand side, level 4s and level 3s is just ideal. They got the Mozzarinas. We've got 2 of these. I've actually got a shiny one, which you've probably already seen as I'm running around my base. The size of it is huge compared to the original one. So yeah, we've got those 2 in. They go obviously into the ranch and they drop milk, and then obviously that gets processed into the boxes and the cooler. We then got a Foxicle. This, you can probably see in the top left of my screen right now that he is just lying there next to the cooler, keeping everything nice and chilled, so the expiry isn't like dead quick and we lose all of our progress. And then we've got Pen King as well, probably a bit of a throwaway sort of power. Just for me, I like one that can do as much as everything. So we've got water in here, we've got handiwork, we've got the coolant, and we've got transports. They're the 4 that I want. It's got mine as well, but there's no mining that needs to be done at this base. So yeah, just a bit of like an overall guy, and you can get him pretty early on as well. So if you can't get such as Jormuntide, like this is the reason why you want this base, is to get pals like Jormuntide, then Pen King is probably a good one to go for, and then maybe like Ragnarok, or if you wanted to go a bit lower down, you can just use a Fox Parks if you really wanted to. But yeah, that's it. That's the pals that we've got in this base. Let's go through each and every aspect of what we've got going on in this base. So we'll start off with the coolant. This is obviously where everything happens. This is where we store everything that we need. But you'll notice that the honey isn't involved in the cooler box. That is because honey will not get transported to the cooler box, because it's something that doesn't expire. So pals won't bother to put it in this cooler box. But I've got everything else in here, and I'll show you where the honey goes soon. But a little tip as well, if you do see that something is expiring, there's a little like exploit, glitch, bug, whatever word you want to use, to obviously make it even more efficient, is every time you're in here, just press the sort button at the top, and if you watch the timer, bang, look at that, everything gets restarted, and you can just keep doing this. If something's about to expire or spoil, quickly press that sort button and it will reset the timer and you won't lose any progress. So yeah, you can see we've got a lot of ingredients in here that we need, and yeah, that's what the Foxicle's here for, is to obviously stop out from spoiling. Our first ranch over here, we've got the B grades. I don't know why Chickpea's over there. He should really be in the other one. But anyway, he's still doing his job. So yeah, all the B grades are going to be going in here. They're going to be making all the honey for us. Okay, maybe I do have the Chickpeas in here because they're all over here at the moment. But yeah, these are all going to be making our eggs and honey over here. Which way round should we go? We'll go around this way. Over here we then got our red berries farm. This is obviously just to keep our pals nice and hungry. There's a lot more efficient ways to keep your pals like saturation high. So don't need to keep feeding, but I need the berries anyway, so I just use the berries. And I've also put in, like, filled the rest of the slots with cotton candy. Now this doesn't expire, but it will also go in the feeder box, which is great. So how this works is that the pals will always eat the first slot, or like the first item from left to right. So they're going to have to grind through over 1,000 berries before they get to the cotton candy. But like the berries are again added to the box more than they're getting eaten, which is good. And the reason I've filled out the rest of this with cotton candy is because I don't want all the eggs, milk and all that either being eaten or getting spoiled in here when they could last a lot longer in the cooler box. So if I fill these out, all my hang-use will transport it over to the cooler box, which my foxicle will sort out. So that's why that looks like that. Over to our wheat farm. This one is a bit of a trick that you can find on TikTok or probably literally anywhere right now. If you don't know it, go and have a browse for it. But it's a little bit more efficient. The only thing that changes is the movement speed of the actual pal that's using this. So if you had them all spread out, then a pal would have to go to each and every one, but not because they're all stacked on top of each other. It can just stay in the same place and do all three of them, so it just saves a little bit more time. But anyway, this is our stacked wheat farm, and when the wheat has been harvested, it then goes into the flour. It turns into flour, it goes into the mill. So you can see I've got 114 already waiting for me. If I go into select recipes, I can literally just go over to here, press Y, go to max, and I've got another 88 that I can make. Now this is where either Pen King or Jormuntide will come into place. Jormuntide's a little bit busy at the moment, water and everything else, so Pen King is going to come in and sort this out for us. Never mind, he's just decided to bugger off. No, he's eating. But yeah. So this is where we create all of our flour. I'll come back to these incubation pods in a minute. Here's all of our beds, our 18 beds. I can go up to 20 pals in this base, but I've not got that far yet. I've spaced out each bed on its own foundation. This is just so no pals get collided with each other and get stuck, and then like I lose efficiency basically. And I've also got the fluffy beds, are they? Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So we've got the fluffy pal beds. They're not too expensive. Probably the only expensive thing in it is probably the nails. Oh, shit. Okay. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm lying. Okay. I've never actually seen Dire House land here before. So that was new. What is going on? Hello? Okay, I don't really know what happened. I've never seen Dire House spawn here, so I guess that's the only thing is to look out for is the Dire House. Anyway, moving on. We've then got 2 ranches, so we can get 2 breeds going on at the same time. Obviously, pretty self-explanatory. Put the cake in here, and then it won't spoil. Put the male and female in, and let the breeding process begin. We then go over to the high-quality... What are they called? Hot springs, that's it. The high quality hot springs. So we've got 2 of these, obviously, to lower, or to keep our pals happy, basically. The sanity, that's the word I'm looking for. The sanity, nice and high, so everyone's happy and working to their best ability. We've then got our other ranch over here. This is where the milk, and I think, I don't know why we've only got 1 chicken over here. But yeah, this is where we make up most of the ingredients. And like I say, we've got Jormuntide over here processing all the cakes. And in that time, he's already made 4 cakes, which is 4 new pals for us to get. And then we've got the base in here, which also has a few campfires in here. Not that necessary, but there's 1 egg in particular that does need the campfires, which we'll go into. And yeah, then we've got some more incubation pods and a bed, obviously, just to sleep, just in case you need to sleep. And yeah, that's that bit. Let's go over to this incubation, and I'll let you know why these are over here and those ones are over there. So we'll start in the middle of my base, and if you look in the bottom left of my screen, you will see my it's gone. My temperature is slap bang pointing up, which means it's nice neutral temperature. But if I move over to here, if I can get there a little bit quicker, you can see that my temperature slowly drops and it gets a lot colder. That's because I'm the north side of the map now, which is ideal. Because this is where we're gonna incubate and hatch all of our damp eggs, frozen eggs, and dark eggs. So if you've ever had it where you're trying to hatch an egg and it says it's either too cold or too warm or too hot, and then you have to like get loads of heaters or loads of coolers, and it's like it gets expensive and it's not seeming to work as efficiently. Well, the actual temperature of the map does a lot for you. So it's only changed slightly, but it's enough to hatch those 3 eggs that have said the damp, frozen, and dark eggs, and they're all comfortable, and I don't need to do anything else with them. They'll just hatch as normal, and it's great. And then if we go over inside, so if you keep watching my temperature, so we've gone back to neutral. If I head over to the south side of my base, you'll see the temperature has now got hotter. If I just go into this little area here, yeah, so you can see it's gone hotter. So I've just built a little base in here, which has then got our campfires in. These will do your scorched, electric, common, dragon, rocky, and verdant eggs. Now the campfires are literally just for the scorched eggs alone, but all the other ones are fine just to have 3 campfires in here, and I think they're spaced out enough to not do too much of a bother. So yeah, that's that. That is the main point really, is the temperature swing. If I head back over to here, sorry that it's got dark, I've rambled on quite a bit. So yeah, it's nice and hot over there, and it's nice and cold over here, and now even I'm cold. I need to get my cold resistant armor on. So yeah, that's basically it. As you can see, the temperature swing is massive, and it's very important. If I go over the location again, we're looking at minus 360, minus 75. It's dead easy to get to. The area is nice and calm. As you can see, all my pals are nicely spaced out as well. No one's sort of getting in the way. You can see the lucky Mozzarella that I've got. Look at the size difference there. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That is the base. If I just do a bit of a overhead view, sorry that it's dark, but I'm sure you can figure out what's going on. You can pause the video at any point, obviously, and get this bob onto what I've got. But yeah, if you think there's a more efficient way that I can add to this base to make it better, I'm sure there's a few ways, but for someone in my sort of like level area of the game, this is the most efficient one that I have found, and I absolutely love it. The temperature swing helps out massively. But yeah, if you have any changes that I should make, let me know down in the comments. If you like this video and you found it helpful, please smash that like button. And if you want to see more Palworld, you want to see more content from me, hit the big red subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. We are on the road to 200 subscribers. The support I've had over recent videos and like weeks has been amazing. I can't thank you guys enough. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and see ya.